Welcome back to this Death Head Dice battle report. Warmachine, Hordes. It's a Cryx versus Khador battle report. So we're on to Khador. Actually, Cryx turn 3. So do the focus for Deneghra. She gets 7 back. Now the Bane Knights get to free move of 3 inches because they lost a couple of guys last turn. So it's their ghostly move. And it sets them up for a charge shortly. And then there's one Deathripper being moved. The Slayer moves up slightly. Same with the Deneghra, just getting a little bit of cover behind. She goes ahead and casts via the Deathripper onto Drago Parasite, which is -3 to his armor, and then casts Venom and causes 3 points of corrosive damage. So he moves the other Deathripper slightly, and now he's going to charge in with the Bane Knights against Juggy. So the first one hits or attacks and misses. The second one goes in and manages to hit and then do 6 points of damage. These guys are nasty because they have the Weapon Master, so they get 4 dice on the charge. And so this is number 3. He manages to hit with a 7 and then does 8 points of damage. So Juggernaut is feeling the pain here. On to number 4. He only gets a 3, so he misses. The 5th one moves in, gets a hit, and on 4 dice only manages an 11, so that's only 2 points of damage, so not quite as bad that time. Number 6 moves in here with a sort of a zigzag charge and barely hits, but does manage to do 11 points of damage. That was he rolled a 20 on the 4 dice, which was quite good. As you can see, the damage card's filling up quickly there. Next up, he hits, but only manages just 1 point of damage. So it looks like the Juggernaut's going to survive at least this round. And then he moves the other one to attack Drago, and manages to hit, and manages to do 6 points of damage. We've learned for future battle reports to move the dice so it doesn't get as confusing as it was there for a moment. And now the Necrotech and the Scrap Thrall move up. And that brings us into Khador turn 3. So we start off doing the corrosion check on Drago, and he fails it. And I believe the other Man-O-War was done already. So next up, Vlad casts Force March, as well as he does his Sign Importance roll as well. So basically, and he does his feat as well. So all sorts of stuff going on for Vlad this turn. So now the Man-O-War Shocktroopers are going to fire at the Deathripper, and first one fails to hit. Second one does some damage. I think we missed a couple rolls in here because at this point the Deathripper had taken significant numbers of hit. And I think this is the last one here. And now Drago is going to charge the Deathripper. And a free strike from the Bane Knight, because he's moving out of his range. He does manage to do 12 damage to Drago as he's leaving from that area. So now Drago goes in to attack the Deathripper and manages to hit, and does enough damage to wreck him. So the Deathripper is wrecked, and then his other attack is going against the Slayer. So he manages to hit, and manages to do 2 points of damage on the Slayer. And that brings us to the end of turn 3. So at this point on scenarios, it's losses. They're both got units in the area. It looks like both the Jacks are looking a little busy. So we're on to Cryx turn 4. And so he's allocating focus. He wasn't going to renew the crippling grasp on the Man-O-Wars. But now the Bane Knights are going to attack the Juggernaut again. And this time the first one hits and got 4 points of damage. Second one hit or missed. Third one hit but didn't do enough to damage him. And then the last one hit and was able to do enough damage to basically knock him out. So the Juggernaut is now gone. We didn't remove him right away. And then that one remaining Bane Knight went after Drago and was able to hit and then did 9 points of damage, which still leaves him there. Now next up, the Slayer is going to attack Drago, and managed to get a hit, and was able to do just a couple points of damage. I think it was 4 points of damage, 3 points of damage, which was just enough to get rid of them. And that brings it to the end of turn 4, and when we're looking at the scenario, break the line. At this point, there's Lust doesn't have anyone in the zone, so we have to call that a Cryx victory. So at the end, playing the scenario, Lust wasn't able to get the Man of Wars up there quick enough, and the Cryx were just fast, and Ben got everything where he needed. So thank you very much for watching. Click on the links. We've got one of our previous battle reports, and for those who like Drago in the battle report, I did do a paint tutorial on how I got him together for less. So feel free to check those out. If you like what you've seen or you want to see more, please click on subscribe and like. Appreciate everyone who subscribes to these videos. I'm spending more focus on Warmachine right now, but I do have some Warhammer 40,000 plans in the very near future for those 40k people think that I've forgotten them. Don't worry, I haven't. Follow us on Twitter at DeffHeadDice, and if you have any questions or comments, throw them below, and thanks for watching.